Ladies and gentlemen, hi, I'm Zachary Levi, and this is Josh Gomez.
Hi, how are you?
Together we are Zachary Levi and Josh Gomez, Chuck Morgan, and who are these guys again? A couple other guys from our cast crew.
I'm Ryan McPartlin. I play Captain Austin.
And
I'm Sarah Lancaster.
Yeah, fantastic.
Oh
the off season's been
Strike has not been good.
Not good at all. Ultimately, what's happened here is that Josh, myself, Josh again, or Captain Awesome as we like to call him, and Sarah, otherwise known as Chris Fedak, have all chosen 3 scenes that strike a chord with us when it comes to the show. And so we're going to do kind of point, counterpoint, and discuss the various scenes and talk about what we like and maybe what we don't like. I guess we'll just dive in, yeah? No,
so I guess first up are the scenes that Chris and I selected based on merits of the writing. Scenes that were actor-proof.
That you would use merit and writing in the same sentence, I find to be.
The first scene actually has no dialogue.
This is from the pilot. This is the scene. This is the club scene where Chuck and Sarah are kind of going on their first date together. They've just had dinner at a great little Mexican restaurant.
And a little-known fact about this scene: originally there was another character in the show named Kayla, who was the next-door neighbor,
right.
and sort of another girl that Chuck was pining for. And this was her club, and you actually took Sarah here to impress Kayla. And then when we kind of watched the pilot, we felt like we had there was too much going on. There
was a lot of love interest going on.
Too much love interest.
We needed to prune, if you will.
This scene has also been there since the beginning when we were emailing the story back and forth, even before we set it up at Warner Brothers. This was actually a scene that
we have, like, there has to be a scene where they go on a date, and he thinks she's the most amazing dancer in the world, and literally she's killing people, but without him even.
And she had trank darts. I think we were using tranquilizers at some point. Yeah.
So we liked the scene because it was part of the original sort of idea of the show. I also think it really captured the spirit of the show. There's a moment in the scene where you have this look on your face of like, I can't believe this is happening. My whole life has changed. It was like pure joy, and at the same time, Sarah is killing people all right. And it was like the whole show, the whole premise of the show, the whole tone of the show in like one shot.
Right.
But it was just this really it was the scene I think that really kind of sold what the tone of the show was. It was that wish fulfillment for your character.
I agree. I can't disagree with that. That's a very well-made argument.
Point.
Unless you want to disagree.
We have to make this competitive.
Well, I mean, Morgan wasn't in the scene technically, so
that's actually a plus for this.
Morgan-esque, Morganish element.
A little bearded fellow.
A little bearded fellow, just handing out drinks.
We gave you that one, actually.
Point writers.
Kind of
one.
Just warming up. Oh, what do we have here?
So, Chuck versus the Undercover Lover. I think
great episode for Adam Baldwin, by the way.
Great episode.
Yeah. Great episode.
He did a great job, and I think this is the best piece of action comedy that the show has ever done. I think it's hilarious. It's terrifying at moments, and I think it sums up the Chuck Casey relationship in a really kind of pithy way.
Yes.
Strapped to his back and swinging each other around. That great moment where you're like,
oh, here it is.
How do you like that, sucker?
How you like it now? Yeah, I was great. I was great in this. Point. And then they had me and Adam in the actual room, and I was supposed to just dangle the ends of my legs off the balcony. But I was like, that's not going to look real. So I made sure that I hung as much of my body off the balcony as I possibly could.
Was it scary?
No, because I totally trusted...
Baldwin not to trip?
Baldwin not to trip.
You put your trust in Adam Baldwin?
No. God, no. What are you, crazy? No, I trusted our stunt department. You know what I mean? They had all the pulleys and all the weights and everything was all hooked
Pulleys
up.
and weights, you're safe.
Pulleys and weights, come on. That technology's been around forever. So no, it was all good and it was a lot of fun.
This is a great moment.
It's so fantastic.
Are they gonna make it? I don't know.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
They got Lethal Weapon 2 anyway?
Whoever that stunt guy was.
Lethal Weapon 2?
We could have used Josh for the Joe Pesci of it all.
Whatever, Josh.
Okay.
Little tissue up the nose.
And then Neil Diamond kicks in, which is, it's a little-known fact that Casey, when he's unwinding, will listen to Neil Diamond. This is Fedak's dad's favorite song.
Josh didn't know this song.
No, I had a different song in there. I had a newer Neil in there, and you're like, no. Love on the Rocks. It's the only way to go.
Sure.
But when the writers were actually coming up with the action scenes, sometimes we actually sit around and actually do them in the writer's room. So just think about all the cool, stuntmen instead as a bunch of nerdy writer types.
Can we get that footage for
you don't want to
bonus
see that
feature?
No.
Good scene?
Good scene.
Point.
Good scene.
Point. Whatever.
We are kicking
How am I going to say bad scene?
I know, right? God.